So far, we are on our ninth installment of this video. This installment will focus more on the difference between China and a socialist country and the United States as a capitalist country, reporting the same thing on the biggest research engines. 64 years ago today, US Vice President Richard Nixon inaugurated the American National Exhibition in Mexico's Solovsky Park as a gift to the Soviet officials visiting New York. For the exhibitions, the entire pavilion was decked out with everything the Americans thought every citizen could have. The pavilion was filled with modern, automated, recreational equipment to demonstrate the fruits of the vast commodity and market economy in capitalist America. It was a kitchen both on the scale America where that debate took place during the expansion of the Cold War. The debate became known as the kitchen debate, not only because it took place in the kitchen, but also because Nixon skillfully shifted the focus on the debate to household appliances such as washing machines rather than weapons. On China's Baidu, a subjective comment in writing here the President Nixon of the United States avoided making the military the US was inferior to the Soviet Union by shifting to debate to the paraphernalia of life. On the English wiki, there is a quote: Khrushchev secretly asked, "Don't you have the machine that puts into a mouth and push it down?" A reference to Charlie Chaplin's 1936 film Modern Time. Reference to Charlie Chaplin's 1936 film Modern Times. The word theoretically does not appear on Baidu, and it's assumed that Khrushchev's questions was from curious. On both domestic and international sides, there are comments on Nixon after the collapse of the Soviet Union, and both quit the original text in the 1992 interview. Nixon commented that during the debates, he was convinced that Khrushchev was wrong, but Nixon wasn't sure if he was right. The difference is that on Wiki, there is an additional comment on the quote from the later Nixon. Nixon said, "The events proved that he was indeed right because Khrushchev's children and grandchildren are now living in the freedom." Khrushchev was referring to the recently dissolved Soviet Union.